No.
Now we're on Chav Tes, Brachas 29. V'hishkiv posh time v'sholosh shois, v'lo he'eluhu. So the Chazan was davening, and he was thinking, trying to remember the Berochos Aminim. And yet, so he paused. Yet they didn't schlep the Chazan out of the bima. So amai lo elua. So they freaked. Why didn't we get rid of him? Now, if somebody, for example, was making a mistake in all the other brachos in Shemona Esrei, so you didn't have a problem with that. However, because chayshin and shemaminu, right? But for example, let's say somebody, right? If somebody was a min, so he would not want to say that bracha perfectly, so he would make a mistake in it. So if this guy was pausing, thinking during this bracha, why did they schlep him out of there? Maybe he's a min. So, because who is davening? Shiny Shmuel HaKatan. The EU Tikna. He's the one who established it. Maybe everyone can go down the road.
Maybe we're not
everyone can go off the derech. Rabbi Gemiri Tava Lahava Tava Lohavi Bisha. The Masorah was that Shmuel HaKatan was good, it was not bad. And it would remain good. Freik the Gemara V'lo. What do you mean? Vaksiv Uveshuv Tzadik Mitzid Kaso V'Asa Avel. The pasuk says that Tzadik can go back from his tzidkis and do evil. Ahu Rasha Mikaro. So the Gemara answers, nah, that's somebody who really was a Rasha. Maybe he became a tzaddik, so such a guy could fall back. About tzaddik me'ikaro lo. But a person who's a tzaddik in his root, so he cannot fall back. Freik the Gemara V'lo. V'hatnam, we have a famous Mishnah. Al tamin ba'atzmach ad yom ha'ischa. Don't believe in yourself till the day of your death. Shara Yochanan Kohen Gadol. Shimish b'gunuk dolish shmonim shana. We have Yochanan Kohen Gadol, who was a Kohen Gadol for 80 years. Ulvasof naset stuki. At the end became a stuki. Amar Abaya. Hu Yanai, hu Yochanan. The Gemara answers that he was also a Rasha Mitzid Kaso. Don't tell me he started off at Tzaddik. That guy was Yanai HaMelech and Yochanan Kohen. They're all the same guy. And therefore he was not a Tzaddik Mikoro. Rav disagrees. Rav Amar Yanai Lechud v'Yochanan Lechud. No, Yanai was separate and Yochanan was separate. Yanai HaMelech was a Rosh Mikoro, but v'Yochanan Tzaddik Mikoro. But Yochanan was a Tzaddik Mikoro. So Hani Abaya. So that's according to Abaya, who learned Pshat, not like the one about that there's a kasha, Rav kasha, but the way Rav is learning, where you cannot be if you're at Tzaddik Gomer, you never go off the derech. Well, what about Yochanan Kohen Gadol? Tzaddik Mikor Nami Dilma Haderbe. He says he agrees that a Tzaddik Mikor could go off the derech. So so we go back to the question of Shmuel HaKatan. So if you're telling me that in the end, even a tzaddik can go off the derech, why didn't they get rid of Shmuel HaKatan from davening there? Shiny Shmuel HaKatan, the aschilba, because he started the bracha. He started with Malshim Al Tzikva, and then in the middle he mixed up.
If it would have been a stuki,
he wouldn't have started. He wouldn't have started. Right? Dom Ravina Marav, he Rav Shimon Levi, Loy Shana Shlo Hischil. But when do we say you're allowed to be maiver the chazan if he makes a mistake in the birchas aminim? That's if he hadn't started. Aval Hischil ba goyma. But if he starts, he can finish. Now, Hani Shavat Shabda Keneged me. Now, on Shabbos Shmona Esrei, we have 7 brachas, right? We have the 3 first ones, the 3 last ones. We have a Mekadesh HaShabbos. You just told me 18 is neged the names of Hashem and Mizmor LeDavid there. What about the 7 Shmona Esrei brachas of Shabbos? Amar Chalafta ben Shol Keneged Shiva Koilos Shamar David Alamayim. He says Kol Hashem Alamayim. The bracha when we return the sefer. When we turn the sefer, the same Mizmor LeDavid. When we bring the sefer back, we say Kol 7 times. Hani Tisha Rosh Hashanah Keneged me. Now on Rosh Hashanah we have 9 brachas because we have Malchios, Zichronos, and Shofros in the middle, and the other 6. So you have 9. What is that Keneged? I mean, this look.
No.
Demin Kartignin. Oh, I'm sorry. Amar Rav Yitzchak Demin Kartigin. This is from Carthage. Rav Yitzchak, Carthage was in North Africa.
Was in,
like Libya, Tripoli. It's around that area.
Tunisia,
Yeah.
Tunis.
Yes. Can you imagine?
Tunisia.
Yeah.
Greece.
No.
Carthage.
Carthage was North Africa.
Tunisia.
And Carthage. The Roman, the Punic Wars in Carthage was in North Africa.
Tunisia.
So how do you like this? So Rav Yitzchak, we had a Meroim and Tanoim in North Africa.
Yeah. Well, there's Jews in Tunisia. In what's that place where all the Kohanim are?
Right, the Jerba.
Jerba, that's Tunisia.
So there you go.
Yeah.
On Rav Yitzchak ben Cartesian Keneged Tisha Asko She'amar Chana B'Tfilasa.
Yeah.
So on Rosh Hashanah, first day of Rosh Hashanah, the haftarah that we learn is Tfilas Chana, right? Chana comes and then she says a tefillah there, and there are 9 mentions of Hashem in that tefillah. It's very appropriate because Tfilas Chana is mentioned many times on Rosh Hashanah. The Amar Mar, Berosh Hashanah Nifkid Asar Rachel Chana. Why do we learn that haftarah? Because Chana didn't have a child, and she was remembered about a child on Rosh Hashanah. Now, Hani Esrim Va'arba Tanisa Keneged Me. Now we're going to learn the Sechta Tainis Mirza Hashem that when they did a Tainis, they also said a special Shona Esrei. They added 6 other brachas, so they had 24 brachas. So the 24 is Keneged what? Armav Chalgo Keneged Chavdal Renanois. There were 24 shirois. Sh'amar Shloima B'shar Sheichnis Or LeBeis Kodesh HaKadosh. We mentioned. It's very interesting that maybe 20 minutes ago I mentioned this tefillah that Shlomo Melech had when they wanted to bring the Aron HaKodesh into the Beis HaMikdash. So he said the Rina v'Simcha 24 times. So Yachi Kol Yom Namin Rinu. So the Gemara says, how come our daily Shmona Esrei is not 24? Why should it be 18? Because Amos Amina Shlomo B'Yom Derachmi. Shlomo Melech needed special rachmim on that day. It's the first day of Beis HaMikdash. So it was a special Yom Derachmi. Anonami B'Yom Derachmi Amrli. We also only say it on a special Yom Derachmi, which is a tainus. Rabbi Yeshua Omer Me'ein Shmona Esrei. Rabbi Yeshua said that we lane the Shmona Esrei, not a full Shmona Esrei, but the Havinenu. My Me'ein Shmona Esrei. What is that? So Rav Omer Me'ein Kol Bracha Bracha. That you eat the Havinenu has a little shtickle of every bracha. Shmuel Omar Havinenu Hashem Lokeinu L'das Rachecha U'molas Lo'avenu L'Yiroscha V'tisrach Lanu L'Yosku Ulim. Notice when we mention everything in the Havinenu that we mentioned Slach Lanu, we mentioned Geula, right? Rachaknu Michavosenu V'dishanu Benos Artzacha. You shall cover us with the beauty of your land. Unutfotosenu Ma'arba Tukabit. You should gather us in, right? V'atormal Tatsecha Yishbetu. Right? That's the Shiva Shoftenu K'Rishoina. That's included there. V'ala Rishoim Tanif Yadecha. That's the Malshinim. V'yismachu Tzadikim B'Vinyan Yirecha. We mention Yerushalayim. V'tikunei Chalecha V'tzmichas Keren L'David Avdecha. This is the language of the Havinenu. V'arichas Ner L'Ven Yishayim Eshichecha. Terem Nikra Tataneh. Brachato Hashem Shemet Filah. Light Allah Abaya Amanda Matzavinenu. Abaya would have bad things to say about people who would say this Avinenu. No, you can say Avinenu anytime. Chutz b'motzei Shabbos tonight, right? Because you have to say Atachoyne, and you have to say Atachonantanu. There's no way to put it there. Motzei Yomim Toivim. The name of Bracha Revi is B'fnei Atzma. Why don't we just fine? You have a problem with Atachoyne, just throw it in as another bracha. Milo Itnan Rabbi Kiva Omer. I'll give you a precedence that we can add a bracha there. The Rabbi Kiva Omer Bracha Revi is B'fnei Atzma. That he would also give a shot to say Bracha Revi is from there's Rabbi Boidah. You can say it in Moedim. So frankly, we don't do it only like Rabbi Akiva. Ashtanami, the Avid Kol Hashana Kula, my time of Rabbi Akiva, because how come we didn't? So how come we don't do it like Rabbi Akiva? Time they started talking, Tishrei lo talking, because they were 18 and not 19. Chanami Sheva Tikun, Tam lo Tikun. So by the Havinenu, they were Masakin 7 and not 8, so we can't add a Birchas Revius. Why the Gemara says like this? Why not put it in there and say like this? Havinenu Hashem Lokeinu, Hamad ben Kodesh L'chol. Kasha. The Gemara ends up with a kasha. Amrav Bibi Barabaya.
Do any of the Ushan go through that? Or why not?
I'm sure they do, but we don't paskin. We paskin that you can't say Avinenu by Motzei Shabbos. Amrav Bibi Barabaya. Kol Hashana Kulam Ispal Odom Avinenu. Chutz b'mosak shomim. We don't say at the time of rain. And then they should start lomer she'elu b'birchas hashonim, right? We have to say the same talamoter. And since there's no point to say the same talamoter Davidena, we can't say it here as well. Maskif lomar zutra. V'nichla michlav. Why not put it in when we said v'dishananu b'nois artsecha, the same talamoter? So when it says osila trudi, that's going to make you be confused. What do you mean? If all of a sudden we stick in atachon and tanu, we're going to be confused as well. The atachonin is right when you start. So since you stick in this extra tefillah, when you start, you're not going to get confused. But the birchos for Saint Talamater comes like it's the 7th bracha, the 8th bracha, matrid. It's going to confuse you. Masker Vavashi, the name of Shomer tefillah. Now Shomer tefillah is the last. So the Gemara wants to say, fine. Just like you put it in the first, it doesn't confuse you. Put it in the last, it won't confuse you. The Amar of Tachman Amar of Asi, Tov lo hizkir gvus kshami b'tchias amesim. For example, we're supposed to say Marshiv Aruch Omer Goshim, and there's a pshat that says if you didn't say it, Machzir Noisoy. You have to go to the binning. Now, what you have to put She'ela b'Birchas Hashanim. You have to put the Birchas for Saint Talamot and Birchas Hashanim. But there, you don't have to. If you miss it, ain't Machzir Noisoy. Why? Then they Sheyach Lo'er b'Shemet Tefillah. You can always make it up. And you don't have to go back if you miss the atachoinen and avdallah b'chon hadas and machzir so. Why? Then they sheyachlo emar lakois. So why don't we say? So why over there do we get an option to do shomer tefillah? So tor shiny. That's a mistake. A mistake we give you a way out, but to establish it as a regular thing, you're going to be confused. Gufa. So we mentioned this in passing. We're going to go into it in detail. Arav Tachon Ravasi. Tovlo his kigvus ksham b'tchias amesim. A person forgot to say Marshiv Aruach, Machzir Noisoy. You have to start again. But what if you got She'el Birchas Hashanim and Machzir Noisoy? You don't go back. Mibnei, why? Sheyachal lo'oin b'shemet tefillah. You could say it in the last tefillah of shemet tefillah. And if you miss Avdol b'chon hadas, ein Machzir Noisoy, then Sheyachal lo'oin lakois. Later on tonight, we're going to go home and be mavdil. You can be mavdil then. Meis, I'll ask you a stira from a baraisa. Tov lo yizkir gvus ksham b'tchias amesim Machzir Noisoy. You didn't say Marshiv Aruach, you got to go back and start again. You forgot She'ela Birchas Hashanim, Machzir Noisoy. You also got to go back. And V'havdalah b'chon hadas, ein Machzir Noisoy, v'nei sheyachol amar lakois. We have a kasha regarding the Birchas She'ela. Previously we said Birchas She'ela ein Machzir Noisoy. Now we brought a baraisa that says you are Machzir. Loi kasha ha-b'yachid ha-b'tzibur. By Yachid says Rashi Machzir Noisoy. But the tzibur, yachlem is palam tzibur, he doesn't have to go back because he can rely on what the tzibur did. Frank, more tzibur my time alone. Mishum d'sham mishliach tzibur. Now, why don't we make him go back by tzibur? Because you're going to hear it from mishliach tzibur. Ihachi hamipnei sheyachol la'omer b'shemet tefillah. Then why was the answer given over there in the Baraisa? Oh, you know why you don't have to go back? Because you're going to say it in shemet tefillah. No, the answer should have been mipnei sheyachol mishliach tzibur b'boilei. The answer you should have given me was because you're going to hear it from the shots. So the way you gave me the answer of one is by Yachid, one B'tzibur can't be the correct answer. Ella, rather the answer is Aidi v'Aidi b'Yachid. Both cases are by Yachid. Loi kasha. Depends when you remembered. Adi idkir kodim shomer tefillah. So if you remembered that you missed it prior to you saying shomer tefillah, then you can say shomer tefillah. Adi idkir basu shomer tefillah. Then you might have to go back. Then you might have to go back. Okay, well, tomorrow we're going to learn at 5:30.